before I get into my topic on transformation and partnership, let me talk a little bit about myself. So my career has been in technology for the last 18 to 20 years, pretty much starting as a developer, developing technology solutions and working across from one project to multiple business areas, multiple business lines within a business. And I've moved sectors. As you can see, I've worked for utilities sectors, then I worked for logistics and Royal Mail, and then I made a transition into real estate. And also in Royal Mail, I made a transition from technology into the business. So I spent about 5 years working in the business in a commercial role, heading the product delivery, and was brave enough to do an executive MBA from London Business School in parallel. One common theme that has been across my career, I've been partnering with the business to problem solve, regardless of whether I was a developer or head of technology. For those who don't know CBRE, we are the largest commercial real estate business, advising our clients on all big properties, be it hotels, office spaces, industrial, shopping malls, retail, you name it, we do it. We generate over 27 billion of revenue globally, with over 100,000 employees serving our clients across 100 plus countries. So what is our problem? Why do we need digital transformation? We are a successful business. Why do we need digital? I love this new technology. Can I have it, please? Benefit? Sorry, what? Why do we need to run discovery? What is this discovery faff all about? We know the solution. If technology can't solve it, I'll do it myself. Our competitors are doing AI ML. Can we do it, please? We are a completely disjointed business where our business never believes technology can meet their demands or meet at the pace that they need. And our technology teams on the other side are constantly delivering lots of technology, wondering why business never uses them. Our business gets really excited about all these new shiny fancy pieces of toys, as I call them, technology, without really understanding the feasibility and viability of those solutions. And our technology teams are constantly delivering those shiny pieces of toys without understanding the value it's driving to the business. We are a disjointed and a chaotic business. And our problem is, how do we overcome that chaos? We all know markets don't stand still. And like any other business, we are at the risk of disruption, be it from the largest technology companies who are taking almost all the industries, or be it from our competitors becoming more digital savvy. Our logic of being successful and being on the top is not the way we are going to be successful in the future. So we as a successful business, we don't see the risk of disruption that would happen to us. We have huge reliance on who and what we know. We never use the data to inform our strategy or our decision making. Very hyper-fragmented organization when it comes to our data, and data silos lead to inconsistencies, and the data ages, it becomes less accurate, less relevant, and it's even hard in our organization to join the data when we have got chronic enterprise level issues with our data. Our workforce, they are not equipped and not empowered enough to be able to work with the data, work with technology, or even read and understand and interpret and serve our clients. And for us to stay successful and stay on the top, we want to be challenging our long-standing beliefs of how to make money in commercial real estate. Whenever we make a decision, we ask ourselves, what does the data say? We want our business to be able to use the data across our business lines, collaborate far more when it comes to data, and be able to drive value for ourselves and our clients. And this is not optional for us. This is the way we have to do the business moving forward. So how do we do it? It is really crucial to have a fully aligned vision, a technology vision or digital transformation vision with the business strategy. No more we can do this with having a technology vision on one side and business strategy sitting on the other side. And then with clearly articulating enabling pillars on how we are going to get there and showcasing that future, what the future would look like if we are in that world, and then creating that path. And most importantly, our ways of doing things. How do we change our culture and our foundations on the way we operate? Often in most organizations, we see business on one side and technology on the other. But our business leaders are waking up to the core role of digital in our organizations and also our growth ambitions. The relationship between business and technology in most industries is still in its infancy and very transactional, almost like a vendor relationship. It's not a trusted partnership at all. And often we see CIOs don't even have a seat at the table to drive really the business strategy, not drive the digital strategy, drive the business strategy which is enabled by technology. And that is where we are making mistakes when we say digital transformation is a technology problem to solve. Every organization, or most of the organizations, they say we need more from technology. Technology, go and solve it. So what did we do in the UK? We changed our psychology completely. And we started operating as one team, truly living and breathing that one team ethos in the UK organization. And we decided it's not fair for the business to throw unreasonable demands, and also not fair for technology to throw technology over the fence and expect business to run with it. That is not just the way we are going to operate. So we believed in one team approach. And how did we establish that one team? We evolved our structure. We created the digital roles in the business. So it's no more side of desk activity for the business to think about right problems to solve. It's not about what technology you need to deploy. It's about what is the right problem to solve with technology and how that generates the value. And often in most of the businesses, people would do that aside of their desk. They would say to technology, go and build a solution and then come and bring it to me and I will then use it. That's not the way we are operating. We created these roles in the business to drive that thinking from the forefront. We also created the product management function within technology teams to partner with these digital roles in the business and really drive that thinking from product perspective. So moving from projects to products on how can we improve our business on an ongoing basis and deliver the value consistently. We had a huge focus on the change management and product marketing roles to drive that effective communication and the culture change in our business. And that's really, really crucial. We almost undermine the importance of product marketing and product change and how that can drive the culture change. To help with our workforce, we launched a data literacy program and versions of it. So data literacy for everybody in the organization, right from our executives, from our CEO and our top leadership team, right down to the people who are building and using the products. And that includes how to read the data, how to interpret the data, how to work with the technology, and really giving those tools and materials to our teams to really think about how do you work when the technology comes to you, or how do you even partner to build the technology with us. Delivering a tech ecosystem that's simple to use, flexible, and also scalable and reusable, but doing it fast, doing it at pace. Creating curiosity in the organization, so curiosity in our staff, but also in our clients, to really think about and talk more about technology and get excited about it. And that comes from communicating more effectively and really talking about your success stories. Storytelling is really, really crucial. That creates curiosity. And finally, we stopped having technology-driven conversations. We started having value-driven conversations. Every time there is somebody in the business who asks, I need this dashboard, I need this tool, there is a conversation, fine, get it. Let's understand what is the problem you're trying to solve. What is that differentiation in the market that we're trying to create, which our competitors are not doing? We do not want to impress our clients anymore with lots of data that we have on real estate. That's not the point anymore. It is about how we are helping our clients solve their strategic problems with the USPs that we have. And as we started on this journey a few years ago, we've started seeing some successes come along the way. Return to work, massive problem for every industry these days. And it's been a topic, I think, since morning on how do we enable that? What does hybrid working look like? So we launched our London headquarters back in November this last year. And it's a living and breathing example of how we brought our strategy to life by truly bringing physical elements of the workspace along with human connection and the digital elements. So from digital perspective, we launched a number of applications, so workplace experience apps, so people can make the decisions on when to come in, where to sit, how to collaborate with their colleagues, when their colleagues are coming in. Alongside a cafe app, food and beverage app, where they can order their coffees and avoid the queues. And the well-being app, so people can start looking after their well-being and book the gym classes, etc. in the building. But we provided the real-time occupancy data in the hands of our users to decide where to sit in the building, which floors to go, where to collaborate more, or where there is a quiet space where they want to go and do a focused work, and really providing the data back in hands of the user. But we also provided the data back to our executive teams and our building management teams, such as our energy consumption in the building, on how do we optimize our energy performance with all of our electrical systems? How do we manage the air quality data in the building to make sure we don't have poor air quality? How do we make occupancy decisions looking at growth of our business? If we are going to have 300 more people next year or 500 or 1,000 people more, can we actually start accommodating them in the building? What does it look like? What are people's hybrid patterns, and what is kind of how many teams are coming in which days a week? Looking at all of that data, combining and predicting our growth to understand what occupancy would look like. And that has really changed our thinking and our executive thinking right down to the people who are actually coming and using the building. And on an average, just as a success, we are seeing 70% of our occupancy on any given day. And I mean including Mondays and Fridays. Another example where we started unlocking the value really fast. So for the first time in the UK, we brought our CBRE proprietary data along with some of our external data sources together in an environment, but not boil the ocean down with the data, starting unlocking the value faster. So we started creating this use case, and everything that we do is driven by the value now. So we look at why do we need to bring this data together. So this use case that we are deploying, it's really about unlocking our strategic conversations with our clients when they are making their relocation decisions on a property, and providing them those factors and data sets for them to make those decisions. Another use case where we actually generated revenue. So here we partnered with a client, with our business and a client, where due to change in energy regulations next year, it's very hard for our clients to understand on the portfolio of properties, what is the energy rating on their properties. And doing it for 1 or 5 properties is okay. You go to government website, type a postcode, you get your energy certificate. But when you have to do it for 2,000 properties, you're talking about an army of people to do that. We procured some government sources of data about energy ratings, and we combined that with our internal property data sets. And we provided a very simple visualization to our customers to look at their risk profile, and not just that, on recommendations on how should they change their air conditioning system, for example, or what they need to do over the next year to meet the regulations that's coming in 2023. Did that in 2 weeks, generated revenue. And finally, being in real estate, metaverse, another new shiny piece of toy. Everybody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to understand what's the application of metaverse in real estate. Are we going to be selling properties in metaverse? Are we going to be using cryptocurrencies? What exactly are we doing? Our clients are asking for it. Our staff is asking for it. So we said, okay, we need to do some trials and look at what would it mean for us as the largest commercial real estate. So we created a metaverse environment for our office in London that we have replicated a couple of floors, but we gave it a purpose. We wanted to make it relevant. So the metaverse environment that we have created talks about our business. What do we do as a business? Our service lines. Each of the floor represents our service lines. And it has become very quickly an onboarding tool for our staff, but also learning tool for our clients. And we are also creating like client pitching spaces in metaverse, so we can start using that as pitching space whilst using kind of our building. There are ESG elements to our building, so everything we have done in this new office is kind of very sustainable. So right from our coffee cups to the plants that we have put in the building, etc. And when our clients are going into the metaverse environment, they're touching and feeling all of those ESG elements, which they wouldn't normally notice. So giving it a purpose, keeping it really, really relevant rather than just showcasing a new fancy technology. And that's how we succeeded in that. So I think it's just finally to conclude, it's a hard journey. Any digital transformation is a hard journey. And normally, people, process, and technology is at the heart of it. For us, it's been the people and the trusted partnership that you can deploy in the business and between business and technology. And that requires change in mindset, not just on the business side, but on technology side as well. It never is about building the technology, and our KPIs can't be actually, we've delivered 15 brilliant solutions in the business. It's about what's the value we have created back to the business, how we are differentiating in the market ourselves, and for the business to understand all of the challenges that we as technologies face day in and day out. And it's that partnership that you have to drive to get it to a success. And finally, I'll leave you with a thought. We are a people business. We are aspiring to be a more digital business. We need to overcome ourselves. Thank you.